and with the burnt ends, it's just going to play so nice. And I'll let you talk about the espresso that you used in the...
That is what I expected, just a good, flavorful, solid beer.
Well, I like to cook with coffee and especially with beef. So like adding this to make a barbecue sauce for the burnt ends was just perfect for me.
So I think we got to share details though, because people, you get to try this for yourself. We're not just up here talking about this collaboration. Let's talk about the actual event.
You're looking at the wrong guy. Barry knows all the stuff.
It's going to be next Tuesday. Tickets are on Eventbrite, so you can go and buy those there. They're getting short on it, though, so go and buy them soon. And it's going to be a really cool night. There's 5 different courses. Our lavender ale, which has a cult following, is coming back around, and it's actually one that we're using in one of the dishes. So we're getting that package this week.
You might have to bring that back here, Barry.
I brought a can for you. But we're using some fan favorites and some new ones, and it's going to really expand the palate and let people have a wonderful, unique night.
So we've got information on the event. I'm curious. I'm going to send this one your way.
This one
when you do talk about food, you always think of like food and wine pairing. What are tips for food and beer pairing? Because that has become such a thing now.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's the same kind of things. You want similar flavors. Beef and that espresso is going to be a good fit. The acidity, that's not quite as erratic as in wine, I don't think, but it's certainly, you know. On the other hand, sometimes if we tell you this is going to be good with a piece of rib, it's going to be good.
I like that. Not as erratic as wine. Erratic as wine.
There's a lot of different kinds of wine.
This is true. Is it easier to pair beer with food, do we think?
Well, Barry might disagree because he's the beer expert.
I've done it both ways, and I've battled some Soms in a little Cicerone versus Som battle. That was a lot of fun when we did that. But you aim for similar things. So you try to match flavors or contrast flavors. So very much like you do with the wine pairing. But for me, I'll take beer over wine every day. I love me some wine.
There you go.
I can get frisky with some depth of flavor in beer.
You know what, guys? And again, this is all just kicking off Tampa Bay Beer Week, such a special week to celebrate all of the wonderful craft breweries like yourself and, of course, Dr. Barbecue. So let's go ahead, share that information one more time. Are tickets required? Good thing to get them, or can you just show up?
No. Tickets are required.
Okay.
It's a limited number of seats, and it will sell out.
Oh, I'm no question. It's a week from today, everybody, so make sure and get on that now. Guys, cheers to both of you. We're loving this collaboration here.
So here's a question for you. Can you name a dessert that's so widely loved that it's found in every part of the world? It's not chocolate cake or apple pie. Those are favorites in our country. I'm talking about a dessert that's embraced everywhere. It's rice pudding. And to bring that old world taste into your world, here's how you make it. We started by combining some milk, rice, sugar, and beaten egg yolks in a pot over medium heat. After the mixture comes to a boil, we let it simmer for a bit until it thickens up. Just make sure you stir frequently so it doesn't stick. Now, we remove it from the heat, stir in some vanilla, and let it cool. Then it's ready to serve. Now, if you're wondering if you can use lactose-free nut or soy milk in this, sure you can. Whether you dish this up in a big bowl and let everyone dig in, or you serve it in individual portions, you can't miss. To get the recipe for our creamy, dreamy, classic rice pudding, all you have to do is visit our website. I like mine with lots of whipped cream and a little cinnamon on top. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an internationally loved way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
March 10th.
Our next guest says his business was started after finding a real need in the community to get more people active and healthy. Founder and CEO of Don Q Fitness, Donald Quire, is here to share how his mobile personal trainers can help you.
Yes.
Already I'm hooked. Mobile personal trainers. First off, what need did you see in the community that you were like, okay, I got this. I got some ideas.
Well, due to the age of technology, we feel like everyone, not just the individuals in the Tampa Bay community, has adapted to this content, inactive lifestyle. So that's what we see in our need.
So you decide to get trainers like yourself. You have a physical fitness background, correct?
Yes, I do.
So you decided to get everybody together. Why travel to people? Why did you decide to make your business model a little different?
Just make it convenient. Make it convenient. So Don Q Fitness is a fitness network of mobile personal trainers. Our trainers travel all across the Tampa Bay area to individuals' homes, local parks, and also gyms.
Would you say, I love that you brought up parks right there, because I was asking him where most people like to train, and he brought up, we're spoiled here in Florida because there are so many parks.
The weather. We love working outside, getting out and getting in the sun, and working up a good sweat.
I feel like one of the excuses that people may give is that they don't want to drive to and from the gym to either meet their personal trainer or do their fitness classes. This is where kind of a no excuse thing, right?
That's number one. That's the number one reason. Just getting out of bed. And then the funny thing is, once they get to the gym, they're ready to go.
Right.
That's the crazy thing. But not only does our network consist of the trainers, which are mobile, but we have chiropractors in our network. We have massage therapists in our network. We have dietitians, nutritionists. So what we do is we provide fitness packages versus just training.
Yeah, let's explain on this, because I think this is, if you are already hooked just hearing about how they travel to you, this fitness package, explain how when you buy and spend time with a trainer, that kind of opens doors to other people, right?
Oh yeah. So the network consists of those individuals. So they would get the mobile training, but obviously all of our massage therapists, chiropractors, and everyone else is stationary. They have their own brick and mortar, but it's added to the package. So, you know, from the consumer standpoint, what it would look like, they would see their trainer 2 to 3 times per week, and then towards the end of the week, they'll either come in for free chiropractic treatment or free massage therapy.
Because it is included in your package. So it's not just the trainer that you're getting all of these other things thrown in.
All of it. Also with 24-hour access to our dietitians and nutritionists, because they go hand in hand, you know, what we consume and what we do physically.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Why is it important to contribute and put everything together in a collaboration to gain people to increase their health?
We've seen a big drop every year around this time of the year, right? It's February, the New Year's resolutions is done, and people start to fall off. So what we do is we took a holistic approach, and we wanted to better your chances at, you know, leading a healthy lifestyle seriously.
And so, being able to combine everything in a package, let's talk about cost, because it seems like one of the things that you are very proud of is that you do keep costs low. How are you able to do that?
Look, it's already hard enough trying to lead a healthy lifestyle, going to these restaurants, whether it's a vegan restaurant or just a healthy restaurant.
Being a part of Tampa Bay's Morning Blend, they always have me eating and drinking things out here. I understand.
Oh man, so it gets tough. So we wanted to consider those individuals that can't necessarily afford to pursue lifestyle change. So you could take any one of those services, right? The mobile personal training, so a one-on-one session off of industry averages would run you between maybe $65 to $90 per session.
Yeah.
And if you want to see any serious results, you have to see your trainer maybe 3 to 4 times per week, and that can accumulate. So then you take chiropractic treatment, you know, let's just let the insurance handle it. So we don't even know the numbers. So we just took that approach, and we sat everyone down in the network and say, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it affordable for everyone.
And you know what? If you've got questions, I'm sure Donald will be able to help you answer them. If you want to make a change in your lifestyle, he can be the guy. Of course, they come to you. There's the phone number. There's the website. Donald, this was awesome. I'm so glad you were here. And don't forget the special offer, which is on your screen as well, an additional 20% off. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.
Kids across 8 counties are getting the chance to experience fine arts and culinary arts through a program called the Prodigy Cultural Arts Program. Here to explain it further is one of the instructors and artist himself, Junior Polo. Good morning. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you too.
And your beautiful artwork, which you've brought in. So let's start there, because I want to give you some credibility here on what an amazing artist you are for yourself. But explain the type of art that you do, and then we'll get into how you're able to help students across, again, all these counties right here in the Bay Area.
Right. My art is it's
you say it's more of like
media. It's mixed media. I use mostly recycled material to do my art, and it depends on where I work, where I stand to work, and I use everything around me.
You even gave me the example when he walked into the studio today. He's like, if I worked here, I'd be using this and that. And you just kind of, that's how an artist's brain works, I think. You look at things and you see things differently than I think how traditional folk do, right?
Yeah.
So this is, and again behind here, and you said it is kid-like, which I think you were saying
like I told you earlier, you know, my work I've learned from kids because I've been working with kids like a long time ago. and I learn from them, and my style comes from kids too. Yeah.
So talk about this Prodigy program, and we're talking about the arts this morning, but I know there's dance and there's culinary, and I mean, it's just multifaceted. Tell us about the mission of this Prodigy program.
Okay, Prodigy is there like to transforming young life. We try to get the best out of the kids. And we have drama, music, dance, fine art, and spoken word. It's all the class we offer at Prodigy.
And these are an example of some of your students that's been in your class working in the arts, correct?
Yes.
So what type of different arts are you able to kind of help steer them and instruct them in? And
okay, at Prodigy myself, we do oil pastel, we do acrylic, and clay.
And then what's really cool about this program, I want to make sure people understand this, it's actually free of charge for these families, correct, and these students?
Yes, yes. People pay nothing to be in this program. You just have to go to the website and go to uacdc.org, and then you look for program, and then you see Prodigy Cultural Art, and then you click on it, and then you get an application, and you fill the application, and then you look wherever you live. If you live in Pasco, Pinellas, Orange County,
again, there's 8 counties,
it's,
so yeah,
it's a county.
okay.
It's anywhere you live, but you can just find a Prodigy close near to you, and then you can just bring the application there, and then your kids can be part of this program.
What I love about it too is, from what I understand, there's showcases throughout the year as well, where students can kind of show off whether it's their artwork or their latest, dance, things that they've learned, right? I mean,
yes.
The community can come out and support these kids.
Yes, this year at UACDC we're going to have a showcase, and we ask everybody to come a little bit to dress up, and we're going to build a gallery inside the gym at UACDC, and where we're going to have a red carpet things for the kids. We want to show them how it's look opening reception gallery, and we want them to have that experience, and we're going to build that together, and then they're going to hang up their own artwork, and we're going to have a nice fun over there.
I'd say it all the time on the show, I love supporting the arts. I love supporting kids, at an early age for this as well. As we kind of get ready to wrap up here, what is it about the arts? And certainly I know there's some at-risk students, that are involved in these programs too, but what have you seen, be able to take place as these classes continue to where you can really kind of see their life transform? I know you've seen that already.
Yes, I see that a lot. For example, I have some kids who struggle at school, can't focus at school. Through art, that help the kids to stay focused.
Yeah.
Particularly, when you do art, you see the kids, how concentrate they are. Sometimes some kids, they can't really focus on things, but the art help them do that. And also we have some kids when they've been in like a lot of trouble, and I think the art helped them
It's a creative outlet, which we were talking about for generations, and decades. We've needed that. Kids always need that, and adults as well.
Yes. I think art helped a lot. It helped the kids a lot.
We're going to put all the information on our website so people can find out more about this program, help keep it going as well. I know you guys are always doing fundraising things as well. Thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you for what you're doing for the kids across, again, 8 counties. So if you're interested, please go to our website and make sure to get more details there. But thank you so much for coming in this morning, Junior.
Thank you.
All right, up next, Bao just won an Oscar for Best Animated Short. We had a chance not too long ago to talk with the creators. We're going to revisit that conversation up next.
For today.
Welcome back. Well, Natalie and I are still talking about the Oscars this past Sunday. We both stayed up and watched.
I know. I still feel like I'm feeling it too from staying up too late. But I enjoyed it. I watched from beginning to end, the whole thing.
Favorite moment was?
I'm a little biased. I love Queen. I mean, that's all about it. So I loved seeing Bohemian Rhapsody do well. I love Adam Lambert. I love him as the frontman of Queen. I know what your answer is.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
She's still talking about that. You're not alone.
I haven't even seen the movie yet, which because I'm waiting to actually rent it. I don't want to have to actually buy it. But at any rate, I cannot. I was like, crying.
That's it.
So emotional.
Well, I can't wait for you to see that. I want to see it too, but I'm really excited for that. But there was actually an award that we were really excited about.
I know, because did you hear Bao? They actually won for Best Animated Short. This is when I went out to San Francisco a couple months ago and got to interview the creators of it from Pixar Animation Studios. So we're going to revisit that conversation this morning.
You loved it.
That's shocking too. I teared up on that one too. But here's our conversation that it's fun to revisit.
All right, so first let me say, when I went to go see this movie with my kids, after the movie was over, as much as they loved Incredibles 2, they made me tell everybody, all our family members, about the story. They had loved this story so much.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't want to give anything away because there's a pretty shocking moment in this short. But my first question was, when did you know that moment was going to be in this? I mean, did you build everything around that? Did that come later? Like, how soon did you know that kind of moment was going to happen?
I think you're right. Like, I pretty much built the whole story kind of around that, almost. Like, from the very beginning, I knew, like, when I came up with this idea about this little dumpling that comes to life for this lonely lady, like, I wanted the punchline, like the emotional gut punch to be, when he tries to leave, she eats him in rage and despair. Revealing that it was all a metaphor for her relationship with her real son. So that was always in the story. And when I pitched it to Pixar, I pitched it with the shocking ending and everything, and that's what got people excited about making it. That's what got me excited about, like, wanting to tell this story, because I think I like to say it's like Pixar's first WTF moment.
Well, I mean, because seriously, you have to go back and go, whoa. Yeah. I mean, did that thought ever cross your mind? Like, are we crossing a line here?
Oh, yeah. I mean, as the producer, I used to, and I would talk to Domi and say, you know, like, how do you want to balance this metaphor? Like, and she was so thoughtful about wanting it to be clear. You know, the sort of the ending, you know, and discovering that it's this metaphor, but also not hit people over the head with it and be like, this is all a dream. And it was just this fine balance throughout the making of, it's really where a ton of time was spent crafting that to make sure it was clear but not, you know, too overt.
Yeah, and then also just we tweaked a lot in the acting of that moment. Like, there were some versions where it was like a little bit too disturbing and shocking. Like, she starts, I mean, it might be a spoiler, but she starts chewing on him a little bit. and we're like, okay, we have to cut that out. No, like, no, it has to be a clean, quick
crime of passion.
Crime of passion. So we just, it was just a lot of iteration, and I think we came to the conclusion that we felt confident in kind of leaving it open-ended and kind of ambiguous, because that's what got people wanting to rewatch it, wanting to study it, and just to, like, see all the little details again.
Well, and we only have a minute left, but to see all those details, and I loved kind of getting that look behind Pixar and how you guys were able to bring that culture here, and how important is that, and how does that affect the process of when you can bring the culture into this cool studio space?
Yeah, it's awesome. It was so cool. Yeah, invited my mom over like twice to do dumpling making classes for the crew. I think, like, doing that extra research and being able to show the crew those little details and, like, of that culture, like, firsthand, like, really just, it's reflected in the final product, like, on the screen. Like,
what did your mom say about it?
She liked it. I mean, she's still my very Chinese mom, so she's like, I'm proud of you, or like, pat. I'm like, oh.
Which interpreted as like, you're awesome.
You're awesome. I love you.
That's like,
but she's very much like the mom in the short, in that, you know, she shows her love through her actions and not so much her words. So she'll, like, feed me a lot and be like, oh, I'm proud of you.
Well, I loved it. Again, one of my all-time favorite shorts, I think Pixar has done. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Can you say what you're working on next?
I'm working on my own feature film at Pixar, but I can't.
That's all she can say. I'm actually working on, I'm the associate producer for our 2020 release. Dan Scanlon is the director. Corey Ray is the producer. And
all right.
Having been part of that.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
As the month of love comes to an end, there is still time to extend that love for your home for the rest of the year with new flooring. Our Edmonds from 50 Floor is back to help you fall in love again. CR, I'm not done with Valentine's Day.
I know. I was like, you're really hanging on to that Valentine's Day
thing. I love it. What can I say? Love it. See what I did there?
Exactly. Well, listen, if you want to fall in love with your home again, call 877-50-FLOOR, log on to 50floor.com. It's the easiest way and the most impactful way to change the overall look of your home. Change the floors out. You know what I mean? It gives the home a brand new feel. It smells better if you've got old carpet in there. We've got all these great materials. And when you call 877-50-FLOOR, log on to 50floor.com, we're going to offer you 60% off all of our name brand materials. It's not leftovers or discontinued. Name brand materials, the best in hardwood, carpet, vinyl plank flooring, laminate flooring, even our tile floors, all 60% off.
You know, when I think of 60% off, I like picture having to go into the showroom and like the back scary room that no one goes at and search through all of these samples. The whole buying process, though, and finding that right flooring is nothing like what I just described.
Well,
right?
exactly. You know, what you described was having to drive all over town, looking for a good deal. We already have the great deal, but the best part is we're bringing the sample and the showroom to your home. So you can sit back, relax, and have a one-on-one expert come into your home, have that conversation with you, and make the right recommendation for your flooring based on your lifestyle, the floor plan of your home, whether you have a high traffic area, do you have kids and pets and a lot of activity. We'll recommend the best material for you, and you're going to be happy with what we provide you, not only in customer service, but the great products and the great installation process.
And you should see me. I'm terrible with making decisions and so worried things are going to match. So where better to do that than in your own home where you can actually match things right there in your own lighting.
Exactly. Listen, maybe you want to see it up against that dresser or armoire, and you want to make sure it matches your wall color, because let's be honest, you just want to do the floors sometimes. You don't want to have to redo the entire decor of your home.
And do one thing, you have to do the next, and you have to do the next.
Right.
You don't
It's
want
an
that.
endless thing. So get it right the first time, have the expert there with you, and think about it. If you were to hire an expert designer to come in and give you advice, what are they going to charge you? This is a free service. It's no obligation. And if you do nothing else, give us a call or log on, and we're going to come into your home and we'll take care of you in the best way possible.
Now, one of the things, too, that sometimes people want to shy away from is installation. How can you work with people when it comes to installation and making that a little easier? Because that can be overwhelming in
It
itself.
sure can. And listen, you know, just the other day, somebody said, I want to redo the kitchen area that goes into the family area and have that big open floor plan. But, you know, I have a big double refrigerator. I've got a stove.
Oof.
How do we get that out of there?
Right.
And I said, you don't have to worry about it. 50 Floors background checked installers will move all of the appliances, all of the furniture, all of the heavy stuff, and get it out of the way. And then we'll rip up the existing flooring material, haul it away and recycle it, inspect the subfloor. And in as little as one single day, this material that you save 60% on, we're going to have it installed and be in and out of your way. We'll put the stuff back where it was, or wherever you want it to be, actually. Maybe you want to reconfigure the layout of the room. We'll put the couch back wherever you want it, put the furniture back, and be out of your way.
I like it. It's kind of one of those things like you can't use the installation process as an excuse to give 50 Floor a call today. Of course, the 60% off special, can't beat that as well. Well, if you are interested in more information, give them a call, 50floor.com. And you know what else? Don't forget to mention the Morning Blend, where you're going to save an additional $100 on top of all that other savings. Art, thanks for stopping in today and talking about 50 Floor.
Thank you.